Welcome to the Inbetween.
Hey, 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 ho, hey, ho, hey. Hey, ho.
Hey, ho.
Okay, so anyway, the story.
So get up early.
So Wyatt was like yelling at all of us that we have to get up early. And we have to be responsible. So I did what, my parents taught me to do when we were little kids. Like when we would go on vacation, you would pack the night before and put it next to the door, right? So that the next morning you woke up, took a shower, grabbed your bag, you're gone, right?
Right.
So all of my bags are packed. We were ready to go. And 7 o'clock rolls around, and he's still in bed.
What?
And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And this was the start of what we ended up calling Disappointed Logan. Because we had, it was Axel and John Irons, who you know.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know Axel too.
Yeah.
And they were taking pictures the whole time. And Axel asked me, he was like, hey, Logan, what do you feel about the fact that we haven't left yet? And I made this face. I just went, and he took a picture. So for the rest of the trip, every picture of me is just me disappointed. We're at the hot springs, and I'm disappointed. We're at, Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, and I'm disappointed. And I just am, pissed off at everything the whole trip. There are, several albums just dedicated to Disappointed Logan. They're fantastic.
No.
But I was so mad. Why don't you... Oh, wait. Bombs are... You don't have bombs as an item in this, do you?
Yeah. Well, not yet.
They're, findable?
Right. They grow out of the ground.
Right.
They're the Goron special crop. Well, not in this game, because the Gorons don't exist. What the crap just happened there? That was a weird glitch.
I think you were getting eaten and also blown up by the wind.
Right. Blown up with all the colors of the wind. Dude, that I as a young warthog thing just unlocked so many memories. I forgot that existed, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have not thought about that in years, and it's just popped
stuck
right
in
into
my
my
head.
brain
Dude,
for some reason.
Awesome. So what am I doing? It's
You have to go through a door.
What does it say?
Go through a door.
When the pillars of wind, the doors open.
Yeah, the doors opened.
Did they?
Go through. Yeah.
I missed them, man. I'm just trying to stay alive.
See?
Stay alive.
Yeah, I mean, I love Lion King. That was one of my favorite. I think that might be my favorite Disney movie. But I love Beauty and the Beast, too.
Beauty and the Beast is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Lion King's good, but I liked it better when it was Hamlet.
Huh. All right. Fair enough.
No, it's
no, it is. Yeah.
It's perfectly Hamlet.
Yeah. I'm trying. I watched that and Aladdin endlessly. Actually, so I watched Land Before Time all the time when I was little.
I have never seen those.
You've never seen Land Before Time? Oh my lord.
No.
I don't know any of them except for the first one. My uncle had the VHS, and whenever I would go hang out with him, that's all I wanted to do was watch Land Before Time. I wore that VHS out.
Oh, really?
That VHS does not work anymore.
And that's what I did that with Beauty and the Beast, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, which is my favorite Turtles film, and Hercules.
Oh, yeah.
And Merlin with Sam Neill. I wore those the fuck out.
Merlin.
With Sam Neill and Martin Short.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Oh, shit, man. It's awesome.
Huh.
It was this mini-series on, I think it was NBC.
Okay.
Way back in the day. And it was fucking good. And I got it on VHS, and I just wore it to pieces. It was so good. But those are great memories that you watch something ad nauseum over and over and over again, and every time you watch it, it's just as good as the first time you see it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. So we both discovered that our favorite dinosaur is the Triceratops.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's the best dinosaur.
Of course it is.
But I came to love the Triceratops because of Land Before Time. So what
how
did you get into
Dinotopia.
Dinotopia?
Yeah. One of the books of my dad got me the Dinotopia books, and he would read them to me. And then one time he got, as a gift, a Dinotopia puzzle, and it was a kid riding a Triceratops. And it was the coolest looking fucking Triceratops I've ever seen. I was like, yeah, these dudes are fucking legit. And then in Power Rangers, Billy was the Triceratops Ranger,
yeah.
and I was like, you could be cooler.
Oh my gosh, watching that marathon brought... So, when I entered the marathon on Twitch, the Power Rangers, they were already way into seasons that I had never seen before, but I still enjoyed them because they're just so cheesy and shitty and great. And...
weren't there only like 3 seasons of the original Power Rangers?
Yeah, the original, like, the Mighty Morphin group there were 3 seasons, and then it seemed like from there was only, like, 1 or 2 seasons of each going forward. Like, there was Mystic Force.
Well, first it was Zeo.
You're going to know way more
Right
than
after
I do.
Morphin, it was Zeo, and then it was Turbo, and then one of my favorite ones, Power Rangers in Space.
Power Rangers in Space. I missed that one.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Holy crap.
Oh my god, it was so fucking cool. Like, the Red Ranger, his name was Ambrose. And, like, they all, like, their helmets, they had, like, this black part in the middle, and they would light up. It was fucking awesome. And they were, like, fucking in space. And the main villain was named Andromeda. I actually wrote, like, several of the cast members and got autographs back.
Whoa!
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I wrote Andromeda and the Pink Ranger at the time, and I got photographs of each of them.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. And like handwritten notes, like very, very kind handwritten notes. It was just really cool. But then, so Ambrose had this friend who was like frozen in ice and kind of like dead, and then he ended up being the Gray Space Ranger, and he had like a dragon shit. Oh, it was fucking awesome, dude. Power Rangers Space was dope as hell.
So I watched that marathon, and I actually fell in love with one of the seasons. So one season I absolutely was like, I am on board 100%. This is the best ever of Power Rangers. And then one episode almost made me cry. Not of that season, but a completely different season. So the season I fell in love with, it was fucking Mad Max and Power Rangers.
Really?
The first episode, a guy comes up behind, a guy comes up behind another guy with a shotgun and puts it in his back.
Holy shit.
And is like, I need your stuff. And like, or I need a ride or something. And the dude turns around and smacks the gun in half, because later you find out that he's a fucking cyborg. So it's like Terminator plus Mad Max in this whole season. And he ends up being the Black Ranger, and he's super awesome.
What series was it?
RPM. And I
haven't watched any of it.
It was so funny. Like, we were, like, all of chat is just going wild during this whole marathon, right? And they're like, this isn't canon. Like, this takes place in a different universe. And they were talking about, like, the Power Rangers canon. And I was like, this is amazing. Oh, but that whole season was just incredible, because it was just Mad Max, and I love Mad Max.
Oh, go ahead.
And then later on, the Megaforce season. Mm-hmm. So Megaforce... normal Power Ranger season, whatever. It's just Power Rangers. Next to last episode, they defeat, like, the Emperor of the Monsters. Like, there are no more monsters left to attack Earth. Right. They have succeeded in what Power Rangers are supposed to do. Next episode, there's a beacon that's sent across the universe, calling every monster in the universe to go attack Earth because they killed this one being. So, beginning of the episode, ships, like, blot out the sky because there are so many monsters invading. You know, it's not just one, it's not just, it's like just invasion, right? And they're like, we can't do this alone. Like, it was a moment of, like, they are purely screwed. Earth is screwed, the Power Rangers can't do this, and it was legitimately like, oh, this is kind of dark for Power Rangers, right? And so they're like, we have to go fight him. We still have to try. And so they go out to this beach to meet him, and they all square up, and the ships are landing, the monsters are appearing, and then they look off to their left, and on top of a cliff stands 5 figures. And they're like, who's that? Zoom in. It's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, no!
And then they're like, wait, who's that? the next season's Power Rangers show up over the cliff. Next season's Power Rangers. And then they do this wide shot, and the whole cliff is covered in all of the Power Rangers.
No shit.
And they do a slow motion shot where they're all walking up, and fucking Tommy takes off his helmet. The Green Ranger takes off his helmet.
Oh, yes!
And he's like, we're here to help.
Was he the Green Ranger or the White Ranger?
He was the Green Ranger, which was really weird. Yeah, like he should have been white at that time. Anyway, he's there, and he's like, we're here to help. And then all the Power Rangers are fighting all the monsters in the goddamn universe to protect Earth. And I was like...
Hell yes!
And chat was like, I'm literally crying right now. Like, so many messages were like, I'm literally crying.
That sounds fucking awesome. Oh shit, this is a 10.5 minute in between.
Oh wow, yeah. That one went
We got
long.
so into Power Rangers.
Alright, well, we'll see you in the next episode, guys.
Bye, guys.
I really lost track that we were even
No,
doing
that's
a
fine.
thing.
That was fucking... Like, I want to stop doing our job and go find that episode of Power Rangers.